Hey guys, welcome back to the phenomenon. In this video, we're going to be focusing this tutorial on the Cheetah builder. So what I've decided to do, if you click in the description, you're going to see several links to about 3 different videos. I'm going to break up this training into those 3 different videos to help kind of save on time and to allow you the opportunity to kind of better manage the times to be able to watch those without having to worry about sitting through it and kind of losing your place. So I just thought instead of making one long video, I would make a 3-part kind of a shorter series. So as I mentioned, I'm going to center it around Cheetah. For those of you guys that are brand new, or for those of you guys that are veterans to the Builderall platform and are still stuck and comfortable using the Pixel Perfect builder like I was, well, this will hopefully get you out of that particular state of mind, right? And allow you to really open it up and really get familiar with the new Cheetah builder. I mean, this is going to be the primary builder. Right now, as you can tell, it indicates that it's under beta, and it's only going to be in beta for about another 2.5 to 3 weeks, where we will graduate this to 100%, and it will now become the primary website building creating tool inside Builderall. Now, the current primary builder is Pixel Perfect Builder, right? And the one downfall about Pixel Perfect Builder, and I'm going to tell you honestly, I love this builder. I like it. I love it. It does so much for you. And what's super cool about it is all of these different tiles that currently represent an app or an amazing tool with all of these features and benefits notated down below. All of these are going to be 100% compatible with the current builder. Now, over the course of the remaining 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks, the programmers with Builderall are still working on finishing up some things. And again, once this graduates from beta, all of the tools will also work with the new Cheetah builder. Okay. So a couple things about these tools. All of these tiles here, and I call them tiles because when you first log in for the first time, right, this is a desktop here. So just imagine your desktop, and these are the tiles that represent the tools that you'll be using most frequently. Now you can go in here and customize it by going here down to the blue area, clicking on the plus, and then adding whatever tools that are not currently being displayed. Okay. Now, there are 2 different packages. Okay. So once you're out of the 7-day free trial, there's 2 different packages that you could choose from at this current time. And one of the packages is the premium package. And the premium package is what I'm showing you now, what I'm using. And that is going to give you full functionality of all of the different tools that we get to offer right here. Okay. Now there's also going to be an essentials package, which is not going to necessarily offer you all of these tools. Okay. It's going to be limited. So depending on what you're going to be using this website creating tool for, whether it's to run your own business or to just run a simple website or a blog or something like that, and you don't need all the bells and whistles, then that would probably be why you would choose the essentials package versus the premium package. Okay. Now the prices are going to vary. So if you want to take a look at not only the pricing, but also compare what each packages offer, then again, go to the description. There'll be a link there that compares the 2, and you can make the best decision that's best for your needs at this particular moment. Okay. So going back to here, when you first log in for the very first time, you're probably only going to see about 3 of these tiles. Okay. So don't forget you can customize this. And then the other thing is there is an entire video that kind of walks you through the entire back office where you'll get to see and know what each one of these does. But in this tutorial, what I like to remind people is if you ever get stuck or you see some sort of a glitch and you need to report it, go to help, go down to support, and create a ticket. It's going to give you 2 options. One of the options is going to be you can submit a ticket through email, kind of explain what it is that you're experiencing, or you can do a live chat, right? Now, anytime that you do either or, the best way to do it is to, before you go and submit a ticket, please double check, right? Go back through the steps and ensure that it is indeed a glitch of some sort, okay, that needs to be repaired. Because what you're going to find when you go back and double check your steps, you're going to realize that oftentimes, more often than not, anyways, that was my case, they were human errors. So things I did that caused things to not really work, either because I did something wrong or I didn't understand how to use something. Okay. So a couple of things just to kind of keep in mind. These guys work really super hard. Be friendly to them, be patient with them, right? Also, what's cool is at the very top, right, there are different tools that you can use that are built into Chrome. And one of them is going to be Loom, this one right here. So I would definitely highly recommend that you add Loom to your Chrome. And that's going to allow you to create a video that you can record, you can use to record whatever you're experiencing, right? And then once you're done recording, it's going to provide a link that you can also share with the support team. And they'll be able to click on that link and then watch the video that you've recorded to better understand your issue, right? So that's really important. And please make sure you treat them as you would treat anybody else that just enters your home, right? You want to be a good host. You want to be a good person, right? So keep it all positive. Now going into the Cheetah Builder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to left click onto the actual tile, and it's going to give me the same options as each one of these tiles. One is I can go into tutorials and specifically watch videos related to this tile, okay? And I can also remove this tile. So maybe it's something that I don't need to use or so on and so forth. Now, let's just say, for example, this magazine editor, which has become a super hot tool, right? If I use that a lot, what I could do is left click and drag up to the top. Left click and drag up to the top. And now it's more closer to up here rather than having to go look for it. Okay, so I've customized it to work better for me. So again, we're going to select that. We're going to go ahead and click enter. Go into the Cheetah Builder application. And the first view that you're going to come across is going to be the My Sites view. Each one of these represents a different website or a client. Okay. Now again, those two packages that I talked about are very different, as I mentioned, but both of them are going to host 15 domains and unlimited subdomains. Okay, so for each account, you get to host up to 15 different domains, more so 15 different clients. Okay, now here's a good example of a domain, which is phenomenon.com, where you have the word, the dot, and then the address like com or net or so on and so forth. Okay, now this is a subdomain where I put a word in front of the domain with a dot. So this one I have lifechange.phenomenon.com. Okay, or to be exact, words, right? But anyway, I've got this is a subdomain and this is a domain. So this particular account, right, that I pay monthly on can hold up to 15 domains and unlimited subdomains. And for each one of those subdomains, you can create its own personal website. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is get started here by clicking this plus, create new website. I'm going to go in here, and just as I mentioned at the get-go, we're going to create a barbershop website. Okay, so we're going to call it the Hangout. Now you can select blank template or select a template. If I do select the template and hit next, it's going to give me some already pre-made website templates that can be pretty useful, pretty handy. And as we move forward, right, because Cheetah is so brand new, as we move forward, they're going to continue to add really amazing templates. Okay, and they pretty much do it by category, such as popular niches or popular businesses and stuff. So I can almost assure you, you're going to see something that you definitely like. But in the meantime, we're going to start creating from scratch. So we're going to use the blank template. I'm going to go ahead and click next. Now, once we do that, you see it pops up down here. Okay, and the difference between this tile and these tiles is these have pictures already. So as you create your website, you can go in and take a screenshot and then put it here to help you better manage from your eyesight view, right? What site is what. Next thing we're going to focus on is this drop down menu. When you click on that on the website that you'll be working on. So again, imagine this being a client. The client came to you and said, hey, I want a barbershop website. Very simple. You start it. This is the process. You're going to go into settings to go and adjust some settings, which we will actually click on and walk you through. This is where you'll actually go and connect a domain once that domain is pointing to Builderall. So the domain pointing to Builderall stage is a different video. Okay. That is not the same as just going in here and connecting a domain. What you have to do first is go to either like GoDaddy or Bluehost or wherever you purchased your domain name from, set it up so that it gets it's redirected to Builderall. Once it is in the hands of Builderall, where it's redirected into Builderall, then it is in a holding spot till you're ready to use it. Like for example, now I am ready to use it. Okay. So once you transfer that main domain, which was like phenomenon.com, once that gets transferred, you can use one of these websites and select phenomenon.com. I can also create as many websites as I can by creating a subdomain, which I will show you in this example. Okay. Go to website means you're going to view exactly what you've already created. And since this is new, there's no point clicking go to website because there's nothing created. And then there's duplicate website. So let's say I created a nice website, the barbershop website, and I just want to store it and keep it as a template. Well, you can actually duplicate it, right? And kind of save it as a template. And then if you know of a buddy who also uses Builderall, or you come across a client who also runs a business in hair, right? Then you can go in here and use that and kind of just change things up to customize it to that person's needs, okay? Or that business needs. Hey, transfer. A good example of transferring is let's say somebody's new to Builderall and they have one of the two accounts, preferably the premium account, right? So let's say, for example, you're hosting a business site. You've been hosting it for about 6 years. You've been not only hosting it, but you've also been running it, right? Managing it. Now, let's say after 6 months, that business says, you know what? I want to have more control. I want to have total control, as a matter of fact. How do I do it so that I have total control? Well, this is what you'll have to do. Number one, they may not want to pay you anymore for your services. So what you can do is get them to sign up under you, under the premium plan, which is going to give them full functionality of all of the different tools, the features, the benefits, the apps, right? And then you can transfer it to them. So once they sign up under you, right, they now have a premium package just like you do. You can transfer it to them. And every month as they pay their bill, you at least earn 30% commission off of that particular monthly bill of theirs. Okay. There's another video in the comments or description area, right, where you can go in there and learn about the compensation plan to help you better understand the breakdown of the affiliate program that is linked with the Builderall. All right. So next is publish. Go in here and do exactly as it says. You can go in there and publish your website, and then you can also delete it. So let's say I just I don't know, I restarted over or whatever, and I don't like this one anymore, whatever, you can go in and delete. Okay. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and go into settings, just as I mentioned earlier. When I first clicked that plus sign in the previous menu, right, where it showed my listing of all my sites, and I wanted to create a new one, I pre-entered all this information. Okay. Now, once you go into editing your website and your website starts coming to life, right, before you publish it or right after you publish it, you're going to want to come in here and make whatever adjustments you need to under the SEO settings. And then here's where you would go in and install any scripts that you might want to do, like Facebook pixels and so on and so forth. Okay. Now these here, the GDPR settings is a separate video. You may want to just make sure you take a look at a training video, right, so that you better understand GDPR and how to set it up, and the importance of understanding and knowing GDPR. Okay. Again, go to website. We already figured that out. Now, if you're going to be selling services or selling products, right? Let's say, for example, it's less than 10 products. You're going to start like a little online store or whatever. If it's less than 10 products, you could probably get away with using Super Checkout. The Super Checkout back here in the settings area is to set up the back office part of Super Checkout. So this is where, for example, if I was going to sell like 10 items, I would go in here and create each one of those items, put a pricing to it, put a description next to it, as well as connect my payment processing in the back office as well, like PayPal. How are you going to take payment? So you could do it through PayPal or Stripe. Okay. And again, this is the back office part of it. If I get a chance and I remember, I will show you the front office part of it, kind of as a template, and then you can go in there and make whatever adjustments. The last thing I didn't mention in here was the Favicon. So you can go in here and upload a smaller version of your icon, right, or your logo, right? So for example, as I'm using Chrome up here, whenever I open up a tab, like for example, Builderall is opened up right now, next to it is the Builderall logo, right? So if I go over here and I open up another tab, like target.com, right next to Target, on the left of that is going to be the Target logo. Okay, so if you want to really, when you're ready to go to that next level and continue building your brand, right, that's one of the things you're going to want to make sure that is set up here. Okay, so what we do next is we're going to go ahead and hit save. We really don't have any adjustments or anything to make, right? I'm not going to add a favicon right now, so we're just going to leave it like that for just the moment. Okay, so if you've made any changes, right, and you hit save, what it's going to do after those changes is now going to take you here. So this is the actual website, and each one of these tiles that come here, that are shown here, will represent a page inside your website. Okay, so if I'm just going to create a one-page website, right, where I'm using anchors, okay, then this is all you'll probably see, along with like maybe a thank you page. Okay, now if you're going to create different pages and it's not going to all be just on one page, then you'll start seeing more tiles as you go through here and create it. Now, just as we went and made adjustments through the settings for this particular website, you can also go in here and do individual settings for each page. Okay, so just know that. Other than that, that is going to conclude our setup for setting up Cheetah right before we jump into the editor. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that last video. Please don't forget to comment down below, ask your questions, and like this video. Also hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to include the bell. That way you get all of the latest updates and all the new videos that I release. In addition to that, I might have some pretty good, interesting videos that you might want to check out in the description. So don't forget that, and I'll see you in the next video.